People watching.
Neighbors creeping.
Right on. Hey, man. Say, man. Do. Welcome to another episode of the Stuck in the Middle pod. Because you know what's up and it's stuck every week. First of all, moment of silence for my boy Jay. My boy Jay Mid. My boy Higher Freddy not here today.
What did he say last time? Was it Master
Coach
Fred?
Fred. No, he said Coach.
Coach Fred.
Or Ref Hef. No, Ref Hef. It was Ref Hef.
He said it was something else.
Off the wall. It was different. It was.
Yeah, it was something
It was
crazy.
something he ain't said yet.
Lawyer Hef or
Something
it was
like
something
that.
crazy.
Conduct helps. I don't know.
Conduct help. Title IX help.
Institutional equity.
Come on, bro. Y'all be killing me with the regs. Hef. That's a good
I'll
one.
let.
Regs Hef is hilarious.
Listen, guys, y'all know before we do anything, we can't move off the ledge. I got to make sure I get us to 1,000 followers across all of the platforms. One of the ways you can do that is by going to YouTube and hitting +1, but then double tapping. Make sure that you get all the notifications when we go live, drop new content, drop new episodes. You'll be the first to know. But you know I don't do this without my fam. I keep them with me.
People Cooks in the building. We locked in.
Cowboy Cori's corner.
I'll ask you about that.
No, don't ask me about nothing.
No,
This is officially the crossover.
No, I doubt it.
This is the crossover?
Crossover to what?
Bye, Eagles, bye.
Boy, let me
to
tell
the
you.
road, Cowboys country.
No. Especially after the loss y'all took this week.
No.
No, we didn't take no L's.
Forget the loss.
You said you didn't take no L's.
Huh?
When we take L's, it's really not an L. Every L is a learning. L is for learn. So, yeah, we don't take L's. We learn from that. We're still America's team. Like, come on.
I don't know, man.
How about that?
People jumping off the American team train.
You know what?
It's so many people, we don't need them. It's like we're trying to get rid of some of the
trying to trim the
past. We're trying to pass on some of the trash.
No, this is not no crossover.
Oh.
Okay? I just live in Texas. I work in Fort Worth.
You look nice.
It's impossible not to have
you look better than the Eagles.
It's felt season. If y'all know about cowboy hats, shout out to my boy Miles. He let me know. You know, the temperature went down, so now you can start wearing the felt.
Them felts.
But when you put the felt on, you
Tim
can't
McGraw's.
go back to the straws.
Hold on, whoa.
For all you,
Tim McGraw's, I said, whoa.
For all the non-cowboy fans,
right
basically, if you want to look nice like my brother over here,
come to Fort Worth, man.
Come on, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Come get you some boots.
If you don't want the owner all on your radio show,
facts. Telling you, you know what I'm saying? He will get somebody else.
Come to Philly.
Come to Philly, you know? I said that last night.
If you don't want your owner all in your locker room, looking at your stuff.
You know what I'm saying? All in your cut scenes, trying to tell you how big your meat is.
My boy been having
Anyway,
he been having a time.
I'm Cori from Cori's Corner. Perry's down there somewhere.
Perrito.
And yeah, man, I finally got some more boot cut jeans. It's that season, so the boots is coming out.
Yeah, we ain't calling you Cori's Corner. We calling you Cori McGraw today. And I'm the social cues, guys. This is it. Again, RIP to Coach Hef right here in terms of today. He's not here with us, but he'll be back next week.
I don't like the RIP.
PIR?
No. Well, I guess, I don't know. What? Is that peace and rest?
I like it. Nah. We none of that.
Hey, man, listen. This is what we do. We have a pop culture podcast, guys. It's 4 black men giving hilarious takes on just that, pop culture. But we start off essentially trying to get some intake from you all. You can go to StuckyPod.com to submit your Stucky situations. I'll say that again, StuckyPod.com, StuckyPod.com to submit those Stucky situations that we go through. But to start it off, we do the Mother Stucker of the Week. I'm pretty sure I figured, like, this is another Diddy week, by the way.
No,
okay, finally came off the ledge.
Actually...
Yeah,
I feel like there's a couple people and
yeah.
organizations. I think that might be
a couple orgs.
Diddy's he's up there.
He's forever. Is he gonna be like, you know how Shaq does his Shaq in the fool and he gives him like a crown?
JaVale McGee is always on the
is Diddy the JaVale McGee?
JaVale McGee.
Yeah, that's so. Diddy, you've been crowned the JaVale McGee of Must Stuck of the Week. For
JaVale McGee,
the Stucky Pod. We move on to the Stucky situations that you guys submit. We thank you once again for just staying engaged and locking in with us. It's been really a beautiful ride this past year to see you guys really organically just want to be with us. We appreciate it. From there, B. Wood takes us on down the road and figure out what's so stuck and stupid that we put it on the wheel. Toward the end, Cori gets into a little dark place, get a little vulnerable, do some shadow work, talk about some things that we can do to make ourselves better as people. And by that point, he just wraps us up in a pretty little bow, sends us on our way for the week. And that is the show. It's about an hour and a half. Hope you guys stick around. Who we voting for Unstuck of the Week?
You saw he slid that in first.
Yeah.
Because it is election season.
Yeah, that's why I was
Early
like, you go
voting.
straight to it
I
like
wanted to see
this.
if y'all
Time
caught
out, time
that.
out. Did y'all see that what Nebraska did?
Actually, man.
Bro, the Nebraska Supreme Court
I thought you were talking about
passed a
football.
law that convicted felons
Mm.
can vote, but you have to register now in the next like 5 days. Now,
That's cold.
that is
Just Nebraska? Well, obviously.
it's just Nebraska.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to figure out if that means they can only vote for like state stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because like if the United States has a law about felons not being able to vote,
How can you overturn that federally
right,
inside
from
of
a
the
state level, but you
Yeah.
might be able to vote on like a state level stuff, like local elections. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine, but what does that have to do
I
with
see
the
it.
presidential
Yeah, that
election?
makes
I don't know. Either way,
Yeah.
we got to figure that out. But I saw that, I was like, that's crazy. Now,
Yeah.
granted, I am of the. I think it's crazy that felons can't vote. That's just me.
Still people.
Yeah. Well, also, especially if you did your time.
Yeah, if I think that's what it would boil down to. If you're,
You should get yourself back.
yeah, if you're back out and you've done your time, you paid the time.
You
for the
paid your
crime
debts
time,
to society
then
that they say
that's
you
fine.
did. It's
Maybe
crazy that
if you're in it, obviously not. Like if you're,
take a little pause, right? Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Well, they said, or maybe that's passports. Sorry for cutting y'all off. That was stupid.
no,
No,
I don't know.
I
What
don't-
was you about
I
to
think
say?
that was passport. I think felons, that was the thing that felons can't travel or felons can't vote, but apparently they can do both. But I think it's just felons can travel.
that's interesting.
Um,
Yeah, but I feel like if that's
jeez.
another thing we got to reform. Like, bro, once you pay the time,
Just put a Stucky note
Yeah.
there just in case I'm wrong. 'Cause,
Right. Well, we'll go back and look it up.
yeah.
And I
Yeah.
could even be swayed for
people
prisoners, for people inside. I could even be swayed. I could take a lot of arguments for that. I just think it's crazy that like that is a right that you can't utilize as opposed to other rights that you can.
Yeah.
Anyway, nonetheless, that's crazy. But that's not who my vote is for.
Who's your
Motherfucker of
vote?
the Week. Hey man, it's TMZ.
Talk to me. What you got?
You know, rest in peace to Liam from One Direction.
Mm-hmm.
Now TMZ is in hot water because apparently they were posting pictures. I mean, hot off the press of like his dead body.
No.
So that was circulating around.
No.
It's just distasteful.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, and that's why I said it in my Unstuck of the Week. People are nosy. Nobody's saying you don't have a right to those photos if you took them or whatever. It's kind of like the Kobe Bryant situation.
I was about to say, did they not learn from Kobe Bryant?
Right, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it's just distasteful, bro. There are humans that are also attached to this human,
Mhm.
and just keep it under wraps. Like, there's not, man. You come on with the loud toy, man. Anyway, just keep it under wraps, bro. Like, that's why they stuck. Like,
what if there is a community out there that likes that stuff? You know,
No,
there's
no,
some
no,
people
there
that
is.
enjoy.
there
looking at it,
is, but
which is crazy to me. But
yeah, they like
enjoy it.
gory stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
They like
yeah,
to
yeah.
see, but little necros or whatever.
yeah.
Either way, it doesn't. Even if you like it, it doesn't mean that the timing is the thing that is
100%.
distasteful.
Yeah.
It's not the
it just
releasing
happened.
of the.
Relax.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally the same day.
No, but
relax.
and another game, and I'm just trying to figure it out. What about the people that do the haircuts for the? Well, you're saying timing, because we're about to say, what about the people that cut the hair of the people that are unalived, if that's the thing?
And they're videotaping it.
Yeah, and they're videotaping it and they put it out on social media, and and
I
this
would-
is before they
For
even.
sure.
This is like they're cutting their hair, doing the thing before they even have the funeral.
Right. I would.
Like, you know
I
what I
would
mean?
hope. Same goes for that, but I think the assumption is that like when those services are being performed,
I see what you're saying.
they have. We assume that they have
It's like
talked
almost
to
like
the
a pass.
family. You
People
know what I'm
have
saying?
It's almost like a
time
pass.
to
Gotten some
deal
sort
with it.
of permission. So I mean, you're thinking there's probably people who know Liam or even his family who might have saw the pictures before they even were really alerted. You could have
on.
just been scrolling.
To me, it's
Twitter and
all
seen it.
weird. So
I
I
feel
don't
the
like it. I
same.
don't like none of it.
I feel the
To
same,
me,
but
this is
that,
me.
to me, that's you stuck, bro. Like, and that was the
Yeah.
reason why I said it more stuck is, bro. Is like the what they call it. The precedent was set with Kobe Bryant.
That's right. It should have right there. You should say, okay, maybe we stop doing it that way.
Right.
Maybe we change our behaviors a little bit.
But you didn't.
Yeah.
And I think it's just like the thing to be first, right? Do y'all ever watch the Newsroom?
You talking about the show on HBO?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, bro, one of the
Classic.
greatest shows of all
One
time.
of the best of all time.
Is it like a TV show? I always see it on. Is it like an
Yeah, it's a
actual
TV show about like the news.
Literally.
As a matter of fact, it has one of the greatest, if not the best, opener to a show ever.
You talking about that scene in the college?
Name an
Yes.
actor, so I need to.
What you mean? The guy from
Dumb and Dumber. The
Oh, it's
second
done.
guy.
It's done.
Yeah,
No,
what's
but
his name
that
right now?
opening scene is gonna go down in history of
Talking
one
about
of
the
the
one with
best.
Yes,
That is probably one of the best opening scenes to
of all time, bro.
anything ever.
But I'm saying, like, what's the print? Like, is it about business?
No, it's about
No,
news.
it's about the news. So like,
But it's like the salacious side of the news. If Scandal and CNN, the show Scandal and
this is
CNN
in my
made a
wheelhouse.
baby.
Yeah. Oh, you would love. I'm telling you, it's one of the best shows that ever came out. You would love this.
Yeah.
But there's an episode where there was a prominent person who was basically they thought that she was dead because there was an explosion that happened or some gunshots is what it was. There was like somebody was getting shot, and they were shooting at like a public place, and this public figure was there. So the other news outlets were all reporting that she had died.
Mm-hmm.
The new guy that had taken over was trying to tell his people, you need to report that she's dead. Every second that we are not new, we're not current or whatever, is money that we're losing.
Mm-hmm.
But the integrity of the anchor and the people around him were like, that has not been confirmed. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to say that. Turns out she wasn't dead. And they ended up being the first people to break that she wasn't dead, that she was in surgery or whatever else like
Which
that.
is bigger.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And my point is just, we can't always be trying to just be the first person. We still need, what happened to accurate information? Now, you can be timely with the accurate information, but we need to get back to getting accurate, verifiable information.
That's what I was about to say. Like right now, it's a time game because what's that movie? I think it's called American Hustle, where the dude, and I'm kind of bring this in, but where the dude threw the rock at the window to create business for his business. I don't know.
Oh, you're talking about American History X?
I don't know, but anyway, long story short, everything is a time. Everything is about what can you do to create the money and how fast can you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's it. It ain't for the people that exist in it. In other words, like he threw that window, that's bad to you, but he was breaking windows around the city.
Mm-hmm.
To him, it's I have to create business. I'm selling windows. I need people to come.
Mm-hmm.
To you, somebody broke my window.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I say to the other side of the spectrum, they're like, hey, I don't, TMZ don't give a damn. Hey,
No, they don't.
I'm in the business of news. It don't matter how high the news is, how low the news is, because we see the other news in other countries. They don't give a damn. So I'm gonna put this mug out here. I'm the fastest. I'm the best. What's up?
Yeah,
what's up?
It reminds me of that guy that
I think it's freakish. I think TMZ foul. But
yeah, it reminds me of that guy that when you like first drop a post, or that lady that when you first drop a post, and like first, it's that.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
and then,
yeah.
But then TikTok even started. I always thought that was weird when I had started blowing up on TikTok or people commenting first. I was like, that's wild. But then now, TikTok actually commends you for doing
they put the little thing.
You get a sticker.
Yeah, you put the sticker.
First comment, it'll pop up. You get a sticker. It's like, come on.
Hey, you know how petty I am? I put the first comment on my stuff first. So
real talk.
I don't want nobody else getting it, baby.
I do that all the time,
I'm petty, boy.
Nah,
Hey,
I think I
real
might have got
talk.
one of your videos the other day.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah, because
Somebody will catch me
posted
slipping.
it, bro.
Somebody will catch me
I think
slipping.
you had just posted
You'll catch
it,
me
bro.
slipping if I'm
I mean,
like,
it had
oh,
like,
yeah.
because sometimes I'll see it and I'll be like, let me go check where I'm at, like on your where your views are at, so I know if you just dropped it. Because they don't tell you like this released an hour ago until it's like an hour later or whatever.
100%.
But it just like I just seen it. It like refreshed on my page and your video popped up and I seen 000. I said, "Oh, this is a brand new video." Hello,
somebody will get it. Yeah, somebody will get me.
Yeah.
But if I'm posting TikTok last, I'll get it most of the time.
That's my Unstuck of the week. TMZ.
Okay, B Wood.
I had one. I can't. The only reason why I'm not doing this is because I can't remember the name.
Gotcha.
What
But
happened?
It's all right. So it's an airline, and
Okay.
it's not in the United States. Hooray!
So
But
not
anyway,
Boeing.
but no. So people were on the plane and they wanted to play a movie, and they ended up it was a friendly flight, so it was kids and stuff, and they ended up playing a movie that had like nudity and stuff like that on the flight. And then I just think that's crazy, bro. I just think that gotta be crazy. That how do y'all, like, for me, if you're on things like a cruise ship, airlines and stuff like that, film is one of the biggest moments.
Yeah.
That is like that is the prime time. If I'm putting on a film that everybody can watch, that is a moment.
It's got to be like a Home Alone. Or,
So for me, it's like
Trap.
I'm going through everything before I even get on the plane. I'm lit about this. I'm making this a moment. Like, hey, what movie gonna get the people at this time? What are we doing?
Yeah.
So I want to say it's Quintara. It starts with a Q. I think they're getting sued. Did you hear about Quasar?
No, bro. You talking about Qatar Airways?
Qatar.
Yeah.
Qatar? Maybe it was Qatar, but again, Qatar, if it's not you, I still want a deal in the future. But no, seriously,
that's too loud, Perry.
That's my mother's stuff.
But also bro, you're going crazy. I'm about to put that up, bro. This is new favorite toy. Like literally, he going crazy with it. Anyway, hey Perry, bring it over here. Come on, come here.
Speaking of Perry, I never asked it. This is going on a side note.
I'm about to
Have y'all
chase him around here.
do y'all ever think about getting another dog for him or just keeping him solo? Hell no.
You said no more poop, right? In the backyard? Huh? You said no more poop pickups?
He said what up?
That's what it is. People don't forget. Like once when you buy a dog or when you adopt. Whoa, let me not say buy. Lord have mercy. When you adopt a dog,
you can't say that. You can't say purchase a dog.
No, you better not.
Wow.
When I buy a dog,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say wow.
Bro, we got one. So the quick story on that, the neighborhood app. When we first got out, we were reaching out, and we made a comment about like how much it costs, and somebody was like, "I can't believe you would say that. It's supposed to be adopting, not buying. You don't buy pets."
Put that in the comments, Stucky's.
Oh my god.
No facts, because they'll use stuff like rescue.
There's another
is
one.
That is that really a big
No,
conscious?
no,
100%, bro.
listen.
Probably in a dog
community. Listen, rescuing a dog in the dog community is you are a god.
Even if you pay for the dog.
No, you're not hearing me. The rescuing is number one. So if you're a rescue,
But they call everything a rescue. If you go to the pound and get a dog, you rescue the dog.
but hear me out. Well, that's exactly what a rescue is. So like if you've done that work, you on the god in the dog community are essentially like a god to these people. Now the step below that is adopting, which includes money typically in some kind of transfer.
Right. Or, a dog got rehomed or something like that.
That's right.
Now, the lowly people like me who went to a breeder, we're not really loved.
You can't even talk. Yeah,
wow.
you can't even talk.
We're not
like you
loved.
better not tell nobody.
So that's like go on black market.
You might as well be the worst people on the planet.
Our beloved Suede,
Yeah.
she's adopted.
Yeah.
My boy Pears was from a breeder. I paid big money.
But so they're just. I thought adoption had nothing to do with money. So they're just adding that thing.
No, adoption
is the money.
Can be.
Yeah, that's
money.
the money.
Okay,
adoption to me is a transfer between user to user.
That's right.
A rescue is a transfer between organization to user or an actual rescue, like you found this dog out on the side of the road and you took him.
So if I'm on Facebook, hey man, I wanna, hey, can I adopt your dog for $600?
That's the only way you're gonna win.
Yeah.
If you say,
can I adopt your dog for $600?
And here's the loophole: you just have to change the verbiage. That's the loophole.
Well, can I even put the price in the message?
No, because you're doing too much.
So what? Can I adopt your dog? Yeah, you can adopt it for $600.
No, I'm looking to adopt a dog. That's the only
Right.
That's it.
But it's the same. The thing is, you want a dog.
Yeah.
If you were to say, I'm looking to buy a dog versus I'm looking to adopt a dog.
They're not
if you say I'm looking to buy a dog, you're cooked, bro.
Bro, you're going to get blocked on whatever app that
I can
is.
tell already you're a terrible dog owner.
That's right. We will never, ever put you with a dog. You are a horrible person.
Bro.
You're a terrible human being.
Shout out to the people
what?
that don't know. I love dog. Now, again, it's family dogs. Perry's cool. Other family, I don't like them, but Perry cool. Their dog, awesome. Other people's dogs, you're trash. It's just something about the smell and all that. But again, I just have to like the dog. That's it. That's it. That's the only thing about dogs is the smell, bro.
Yeah,
if it don't have the smell, I'm
we
good.
learned that the
Perry's
hard
good.
way, bro. We learned that the hard way.
It's just the smell
and we
that
weren't
gets
even
me.
serious. We were just in banter, and somebody was like,
No, bro.
"Oh my gosh!"
Every once in a while, though, Perry gets me real soft. I'm like, damn, I want a dog, bro.
No, you got
Every once in a while, I want
You
to
just gotta
turn.
know what you get. And like, the people be going crazy when it comes to the dog
Oh,
thing.
don't
like,
get me started on that.
when I knew exactly what I wanted. I actually wanted a Cavapoo, but people in my circle were like, I can't believe you. Like, I took you for somebody better than that.
Yeah, because why would you mix breeds? Why are you mixing breeds like that?
Like,
Why,
there's so many dogs right now that need to be adopted, and I
That's right.
always equate them
Oh my
to kids.
gosh.
I'll do the same thing.
So,
when it comes to
there's
kids.
a lot of kids that need adopting. You gonna have one?
You ain't adopting them. You out here
Yeah.
having kids.
Come on, slow down. Yeah, people just be so ridiculous, bro.
If you know what you want, go get what you want, bro. At the end of the day, here's how I do feel about dogs, though. Don't go get no pets and not take care of them. That's different. I don't care how you got it.
Take care of your pets, man.
Take care of your animals.
Don't have no holes on them, no sores on them.
Facts.
No
Don't
no
be.
fleas
Or
and-
I'm not even a fan of like. We're living in an apartment. The reason why Perry's so small is because, and I want a big dog, bro. Like I wanted a German
you knew
Shepherd
better.
or a Lab or something like that.
I want
I
a big
lived in
one.
an apartment, bro.
You
I'm
knew
not
better.
finna have no big dog out there. So I'm gonna get me a little dog that can live in an apartment who could chill with me, lap dog, whatever else, because I don't have to exercise him that much.
Yeah, let me tell you how bad it is. It's gotten into me. I was at an event and I talked to somebody, a resident that was living there, and he had this huge husky mix. It was husky lab, and I could just tell because his nose looked like my dog's nose. So I said, "It's a lab mix." He goes, "How the heck did you know?" I'm into the dog world, whatever. So here it is, like integrated in me now. I'm like, "Well, honey, you live here, you know."
Why you got a husky out
That's
there?
right. And
You
then
see what I'm
he goes, well, I work from home now. So that's why I bought the husky, because I work permanently from home. So I'm constantly out with him, constantly playing with him. So here he is turning red, justifying himself to me. And internally, I really don't care. It just has flipped inside of me to be this person the way it was flipped on me. And it's like, this is how ridiculous this all is, bro. Like, the guy just has a dog. If he figured it out, he figured it out. I shouldn't be judgmental about how he got it. I shouldn't be judgmental about where it's homed. But if you're thinking, about the animal, and it'll come off in the way the animal is looking and how they play and how happy they are.
Right, they will tell you.
That's-
Like the
yeah.
animal gonna tell you if they
That's right.
not being treated well.
That's right.
So I don't really care about none of. I don't care how
Just
you got
treat
your
the-
dog.
just
Just
treat the
treat your
animal
animal right. Bro.
That's
That's
right.
it. That's
Facts.
all I care about, man. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you're gonna find yourself in a stucky situation.
Situation.
I don't know if we really said who was the most stuck of the week. I think it's TMZ,
Yeah.
but I can see the.
Yeah, TMZ. Probably.
I had one more, but we'll say
Oh
that for
no,
next
dude,
week.
let's do it then.
No, we'll say it for next week because it's one of them.
Oh, you think they're gonna be stuck next week too?
It's
they-
one of them
They
ones.
out of there.
It's-
Oh, he said
it's
it's
a
one of the
long
ones.
stuff.
One of them ones. Hey,
It's a long
and
stuff.
it's our government.
It's a long
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh.
That's why I said
Oh,
we
I
can
didn't know
say
you gonna
it.
All right, since J Werk not here, I am going to read this
Sure.
week's Stucky situation. Situation says, I'm a mom, and oh, by the way, shout out to Chat GPT, because this one came in, it was a little wonky, and I couldn't read it all because it was spelled a little wild. So I took it, put it in Chat GPT, and said, can you synthesize this?
Can you?
And boom.
Hey,
So
real
shout
quick,
out to Chat GPT.
do we have any data on her?
Black female,
black.
25
Let's
to
see.
34.
Got it.
I can't remember the name though.
Oh, 18-year-old mom.
Right.
Go
Now
ahead.
that you say it. I'm a mom in a bit of a bind and could use some advice. My son is 16 and he's a starting quarterback for his high school football team.
Game over. You out of there.
He's got an amazing arm and can throw like a pro, but his coaches don't seem to see that. Instead of letting him show off his skills as a true quarterback, they're always pushing him to run. He's fast, sure, but he feels like they're holding him back and not letting him develop by this passing game. He's been getting frustrated, and I can see it's affecting his love for the game. He feels like his growth is being stunted, and I don't know how to help. I want to support him, but I'm not sure if I should step in and talk to the coaches or just encourage him to keep working hard and trust the process.
Yep.
How do I support my son in a situation like this? Should I get involved, or is it better to let him figure it out? I don't want to overstep, but I also don't want him to lose his passion for something he's so good at. Help me out.
This
Now,
is a toughie.
this is a toughie, and I want to add this caveat. Because we know, my assumption is this kid is also black.
Yeah, of course, but
Okay.
that's why he's running. 'Cause I get what she's saying, because there are some very unwritten, underlining microaggressions that are bleeding through this.
There's a lot around this, bro.
Yeah, because
It's just
I
too
know what
much.
she's trying to like. I can guarantee.
He a black quarterback.
coaches are white.
Coaches are white.
Okay,
Team might
talking
be-
about team hasn't won a lot.
Right.
We don't even know you.
then
We don't even know you
but
about swear to
But
second.
the other side to that is you say that he's good.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
Right,
That's
right,
just
right.
one
That's what I was
side to
going to
that.
get
Like,
into next.
yeah, that's just it's a lot to this.
And of course, your son is great. He can throw like a pro. Of course he can, right? He's your son. My son
Everybody's
is,
son says that.
is
Yeah.
Lionel Messi.
So I'll make mine quick.
Well, he not lied about that.
No,
That boy cold,
that part
bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
That boy
Hey,
cold.
Cruz
I'm
got it.
gonna make mine quick. He's the football
Go ahead.
expert or the sports expert. But if you ever seen that movie, Coach Carter, how that lady was it Coach Carter? I think that lady walked in. I think he was at the laundromat or he was at his store at work,
Mhm.
and she walked in. Why ain't you playing my son? Or my son to play or whatever she said, and then the son started playing. That's just one way. That's how you get unstuck.
There you
If your
go.
son's really that good, go over there, say what you need to say, and if the coach budge, cool. If he don't, then transfer him. Or
Yeah.
they have portals in high school?
Of course.
Now,
but
Put him in a
that's-
portal.
Now,
That's harder to do.
it is.
Because you got to have zip codes.
Do they have
addresses.
portals? Yes.
Oh, okay. But
Matter of fact, I just talked to my boy Coach Nelson, literally, but right before this podcast about something similar. Do they have portals? Yes. Are they supposed to or should they?
Of course not.
No. So,
But if you got a cousin
matter of
that
fact,
live
this
over
is
there,
what you can do. This is what you can do. This is what you
overall,
can do.
let better.
Come on.
You can send the video to us, and we'll tell you if he's good or not.
I would definitely. I would love to break down his film.
my mama we'll put on the episode. Like, not
Yeah,
even joking.
I would love to break down his film.
Ain't nothing wrong with film. We love that. And that's Cori's corner right there, by the way.
That's all I do.
So I'm gonna jump into a couple things. We already kind of highlighted a few of them, right? Son's black for sure.
Yep.
There's a couple things that throw me off here. She said that he is a starting quarterback for his high school football team. There is no higher level of get whatever the hell you want than high school. Wait, are they from Texas?
He's from, I don't know.
Oh,
but
okay,
my
okay.
assumption would be a lot of our listeners are from Texas.
Yeah.
My assumption would be yes.
Okay, if
There's
that's the
also
case,
16. That means that's why I think he could potentially be actually pretty good because most 16
he's
year
young.
olds is
He's not
But
a starting high school quarterback. But it says high school football team doesn't mean JV
or
Are we
varsity.
talking
It
varsity?
don't matter. He's still starting.
Right. Well, no.
It does matter because if you're JV, then
She would have said, "Well, he's on the JV. Felt like he would have been varsity."
Nah, I don't know.
I'm gonna assume. Let's just assume it's
because
varsity.
this screams he's on JV,
I don't know.
starting quarterback.
He's the starting
To me,
quarterback
it
for his
screams-
high school football team. It screams that it's a small town.
That too.
I think small town,
Yeah.
but I also
That too.
think
See, that's why I say it's a
screams
lot too.
Varsity. Right. I think it screams varsity, not JV.
100%. She
It's-
would have.
well,
She
if
would
it's
have
small
clarified
town.
that.
Here's
if
why.
it's small town,
Right. Or even in big town.
no way.
Let me tell you why. When you're JV, nobody really cares that much.
No.
If my assumption is as a parent, he can't. He's not throwing a lot. He has to continue to develop into a thrower. That's why he's on JV. So me seeing him run on JV is not so appalling. It's appalling when he gets on varsity, and I know that he can throw because I've seen him do it since freshman JV or even before. And now he's on varsity,
And they won't let him throw.
and they won't let him throw the
But
rock.
also, there's we can unpack a lot of that stuff, and that's all rabbit hole stuff about like how good is the team and blah blah blah. blah.
Right. I
There's
wish
just
we had that information.
Yeah, if I had all that, this would be so easy to answer. I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, this is not even a problem. Your son can't really throw. You know what I'm saying? Or, oh, this is not a problem. Like, they're in the West Coast offense, and they need to see a lot of options. And
But it's a lot to me, and I know he's gonna get into it. To me, it's a lot more than that because everybody has to be on the. It's a scheme.
Yeah.
So this person has to know the scheme.
That's what
This
I
person,
just said.
yeah, I'm about to say, yeah,
That's-
it's too.
That's exactly.
Yeah, it's
let me.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead and finish.
pitch
Yeah, I'm
that,
about to say, go ahead and
pitch
finish.
that
Yeah.
football to
No,
me
that's
real quick.
exactly
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So here's what I would say to help you get unstuck. To go to all of this. Now we can assume we don't have the information, so we can assume a lot of things. But here's what I would say. Now, 9 times out of 10, I am very opposed to going to the coach. But at the
Don't
same
do that.
time, if you go with the understanding that the coach has the right answer, and whatever
100%.
answer the coach gonna give you, you're gonna live with. I'm fine with you
But
utilizing
you
your
better
voice.
not go in there trying to tell the coach how to
Thank
coach.
you. How to coach.
Nothing.
Yeah.
That's different.
Nothing.
You go in and you say, "Hey, go talk to the coach like this. I've seen my boy throw the ball. I'm just really wondering, like, why y'all not letting him do it? Because he comes home and tells me, and I don't know how to support him.
And here's the best part: you can even say something like, "I'm not the expert."
I'm not the expert.
Yeah, I'm leaning on
Right.
y'all.
Matter of fact,
it.
I want to
That's
be
how you
able
do
to
it.
at home
That's right.
continue
Whatever y'all telling me
the
to
support
yeah.
for y'all are telling him to back. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
That's the
And then
Unstuck.
they'll tell you, that's how you get unstuck, right?
Yeah.
But if you go to the coach, that's the way to go to the coach.
And
That's the way
by
to
the
do it.
The only way.
That's the
Yeah,
only way to
that's
do
the
it.
If you
only way
go
to do it.
any sidestepping of that,
You detriment your son.
Because we're men, we know how it is.
You
Like,
detriment
we-
your son.
Trust
I
me.
promise you.
because when you leave, what you don't know is going to happen. I'm going to tell you it's going to happen. When you leave, be it a good conversation or not, they're going to pull your son in that locker room with no one around or everybody around to embarrass him or not. It don't matter. You're going to walk out that locker room thinking you did something good for your son, and they're going to say, "Hey, Johnson's mama came up here today talking about my son ain't getting no." So please go in there.
It's only a detriment to your kid.
Be low-headed, and I know it sounds crazy. You got to be semi-humble and go in there and say, "Listen, I'm not the expert. I just need an explanation." So when we go home, I can tell him not necessarily what you telling me, but I can say, "Here's what we can work on." You know, like coach is saying, "You're actually not that great at throwing." Like he's put you in a lot of scenarios, and here goes all the stats he showed me. You were 5 for 32 in practice the other day, and on in routes. 5 yards and in. That's pretty basic, and you can't hit them.
Right.
We need to work on that. That's how you do it. But you can't come in there like, my son can throw like a pro. Who's calling who a pro?
So
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So the second way to get unstuck, this one might cost you a little money on, but it's okay.
Mhm.
First things is this: B Wood talked about scheme. What you might learn from the coach is, hey, now, ma'am, your son actually can sling that rock.
Mhm.
He's actually a very good passer.
We don't do that
And
here.
guess what? Our receivers are trash.
We don't do that here because I
Right?
can't. Yeah.
I have. He can throw to no one.
To a wall.
Right? Nobody's gonna touch the ball. So we have to. His other great ability is that he's a fantastic runner. He might even be better than your running back. That's why he runs the ball a lot, right? So you have to get into your son's ear and let him know, hey, you're 16. You probably got 2 more years to play football here.
She got a
And
prime
each year,
time. Yeah.
each year may be a different scheme. You might get the next year. You get 2 more receivers. Some transfer that came in. Remember the Titans? Sunshine.
All of that.
He came in, was a new quarterback, right?
That's right.
Like you might get new players. So what we're gonna do is this. Hey, this year's scheme is running.
Mhm.
You're gonna be the best running quarterback out this year.
Because guess
And
what?
them scouts
When
gonna
the
look
scheme
either way.
change,
Right now,
Yeah.
but we don't want to lose the throwing
I
talent.
don't want to embarrass
No.
your son.
Right.
No,
we don't
yeah.
want to lose the
No.
throwing talent. So this is what we do. If you have a little bit of change, cheddar, or whatever, you can go get a QB coach
Come on.
that is going to continue to work with him post games, all the other stuff, as far as just throwing mechanics and getting better to throw. Because at some point, whether he makes it to college or not, he's going to need to throw that rock.
Yes.
But if he just goes into running and just focuses on running, he's going to lose the skill of throwing.
Oh, I can go deeper. I'm gonna double down on that a little bit. You want to get him unstuck? This is gonna take collaborative work. Which, by the way, this will show him a skill set in the world that is not gonna be on paper. What I'm about to tell you. Get with the receiver's parents.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, I'm about to hit you in the head right now. Get with the receiver's parents and say, I'm paying for my kid to get a quarterback coach, and he needs people to throw to. I had a conversation with the coach, and he told me that he's developing. You ain't, again, don't bash.
Don't master receivers.
Don't call them trash.
Right.
Like I'm sure the coach gonna call them. Just say, hey, listen. They said that your sons are still developing, and would recommend that my son and your kids work
Spend
out
that extra
together,
time together.
over on the off season.
Yep.
Right. And again, you said he throws like a pro. So one thing that my granny and a lot of my leaders used to tell me growing up is, you act as if.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you think he's a pro, act as the pros. What do you think Tom Brady did all them off seasons? He brought all his receivers to his mansion, and they just worked out 24/7, right? What do you think all these other great quarterbacks do in the league that are pros? They get really close to their receiving core.
Again, and I didn't mean to cut you off, but to me, it's still bigger. It's about the scheme. What if the coaches can't even scheme him throws?
They
But
can't.
that's why I said
Right.
off season. Like
Right,
this
off-season,
year, you're washed.
You got to
Or-
figure out the system. What's
We're
going
also
on?
in a new era, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Off season come around,
Man,
get
go
him in
crazy.
some local 7-on-7s.
Mhm.
There you go.
Get somebody filming,
Yes.
and they gonna see his throws. Like so,
Yeah.
whether the quarterback can, whether the team can use it, scheme him to throw or not, at least we have footage and film of him in other aspects 7-on-7 where he's throwing the rock. Like
Yeah.
if he really can,
Yes.
and
100%.
also
Yeah.
maybe you think he can, he gets some 7-on-7s, and you figure out
Yeah,
that he's
because
not
this
that great of a
isn't
thrower.
this isn't my day growing up
No,
where the
right.
scouts had to like be force fed the data about you, so then you have to kind of go out of your way to no. There's so much work out there, camera work, angle work.
Everybody.
They can get to your son, so stop thinking that they can only get to your son during the football season.
Right, and during
Like,
the game.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I think we're on the same page with that. Forget. Okay, maybe the scheme, to Brian's point, is to run for this year. That's okay. Number one, you got to make sure that you're running that ball down their throat every single game. It's got to
Facts.
be 130, 150, 120
No,
yards.
it's high school.
100%.
You need to be 220.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it
need
needs
to
to be
higher
out
than that.
there.
Yeah, go
you need to be
crazy. If that's what they're
220,
saying.
scoring
3
46 points.
touchdowns,
Yeah.
like-
On top of
yeah.
that, if you buy into it truthfully, if your son, and that's another way to get out. It depends on, again, this is all depending on what the coach tells you. So let's say the coach does say, hey, we already talked about the receivers being trash. We have a way of getting out of that, right?
Yeah.
So let's say the coach says, no, this is just our scheme. And I don't care if this is 2 years from now. If I'm still the coach, my quarterback is running mostly because this is the defensive line that we have, or excuse me, this is the offensive line that we have that's going to allow us to do this type of work.
Another
Cool.
key factor, offensive line can suck.
The offensive line could be trash, and it means that he only got 3 seconds to get that playoff, and his offensive line doesn't even give him 5 seconds. So it's like,
And we want to stay on track too, because you say, how do I support my son in a situation like this?
yeah.
Like to help him out. And what do we say basically?
We said
No,
talk-
so
if you
we
talk
said
to the
several
coach-
things.
Yeah, we said several things. If you talk to the coach, just remember that way to approach the coach.
That's right.
Number 2,
If he
support your
says if he
son-
says bad receivers,
No, she's saying basically like, do I want to be involved or not be involved? Just let him go do it by himself, or should I just?
no, I think it's
So we're saying- so we're
but
saying that
is
she needs
asking,
to
should
be
I get
involved.
Yeah, I think it's a healthy
you-
mix.
Yes, there's a
Get
healthy
involved,
mix.
and this is
You
what you
just
need to
don't
do.
over involve, right?
Okay, bet.
Again,
bet.
you're not the coach, so you don't know what's best for your kid. When it comes to, I say this all the time, these coaches be coaching kids literally 24/7.
That's right.
Parents often
Cut
get
it
too
out.
far involved
Right.
as if they know all the answers.
And parent coaching and coaching, two different
Or
coaching.
two different things.
Two different coaching. So slow
Okay,
down.
so there's an involve of being like, hey, I need you to trust your coaches, trust what they're going to do. But if they're asking you to run the ball, hey, let's go be the best runner. Let's change your focus a
That's
little
right.
bit. You want to throw that rock and I know it, man, it's because I'm a black quarterback. It may be. But when you get to that next level, we're thinking bigger than
100%.
right now.
That's
You got to
exactly
start
right.
thinking bigger than right now. When you
Yeah.
get to that next level, maybe it's at that level that people figure out you're Shedeur Sanders.
Or better
He don't
yet,
like running.
we
That boy
used to
can
have
sling
to
that
wait
rock.
2 levels to get paid. Now you get paid in college.
In college.
So, bro, just
Let's get there.
How about this? Would you still complain, Mr. 16-year-old, if I gave you $50 million and told you never throw the ball?
No.
Yeah.
You be running, bro.
And you be running all day.
So don't just get. I say get out of your head about what you think a certain quarterback looks like. You said it in there. Let him show off the skills of a true quarterback. And my question would be to you:
What does
if
that
you
look
look at the
like?
top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL right now,
Mm-hmm.
how many of them are black running backs, and how many of the top 10 running backs are mobile quarterbacks? Let's go through it. Not Tom Brady. Patrick Mahomes, mobile quarterback. Josh Allen,
Mobile quarterback. QB1. Mobile
Dak
quarterback.
Prescott, mobile quarterback. Jalen Hurts,
Mobile
mobile
quarterback,
quarterback.
yeah.
Lamar Jackson,
Mobile
mobile
quarterback.
quarterback.
Any of them. Any other
Joe
top
I think the
Burrow,
best thing you said
mobile
was like
quarterback.
do the 7-on-7s and
Yes.
just tighten up your skill. Just keep running. Just
Yeah,
tighten
there's
up your skill.
matter of fact, there's a camera. Let's go deeper. There's several cameras out there you can find on Amazon that are built. They have built-in trackers and Wi-Fi that will literally record and break down the game footage of your son. So if he is playing 7-on-7, grab them that highlight reel, and it's like a couple $100 for that camera. Probably one of the best investments you ever spent.
Yeah.
Like this is what I'm saying. It don't got to be so.
Yeah.
You don't got to be so high.
And
for
you
me.
gotta question yourself: are you willing to transfer? That's another. If
That's
you're
another.
willing to
That's another way to
involved,
get
That's the
unstuck
last
too,
case
if you
right
want
there.
transfer
to.
the-
But again,
Yeah.
you could transfer into a situation that's not favorable for your
there
kid.
you go.
That's right.
You never
So-
know, because look, the thought of you thinking to yourself, "Oh my, I'm gonna transfer my kid." There's a mom over here that says, "I'm gonna transfer my kid." Y'all both transfer to the same thing, and if that kid is better than your kid,
Game over.
then now your kid is not even playing.
So he
So
went
at
from
least
being the
he's
best
starting.
runner in the state to
And they
not
running
playing at
out of
all.
plays for him, and he's starting.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't be stuck.
Don't
and
be stuck and
stupid.
stupid.
What's stuck and stupid?
That's a segment where a person plays their thing, finds herself in a stuck and stupid situation, and then we put them on the wheel, and then I say, Cori, spin that wheel.
Let's go. Wait, where the audio?
And I think I turned it down.
Oh, it's okay.
Tripping. Dang.
Yeah, it's crazy without that noise.
It is.
Is it stuck and stupid that cultural items like kimono,
Yeah. Come on.
kimono, or aloha can be trademarked? So
yes.
it's stuck and stupid that cultural items like
As long as you let us
words like
trademark
that.
fried chicken.
I
Hey, as long as I can
Yeah.
trademark fried chicken, then
I
hey.
say yes. It's like trademarking Taco Tuesday. I think it's stupid that if it's a cultural thing for you to be able to trademark it when
It's cultural.
literally everybody uses it. It's to me, it's like trademarking the word "the." Like we
Yeah.
use it in everyday language.
Yeah. I mean, of course, it had an origin. I'm sure it was Greek or something like that.
I'm-
But it doesn't mean that we can't use the. I don't know. I think it's
Like,
pretty
it's not a
I
simple.
think
phrase.
I'm stuck. No,
You think so? Why? Why are you stuck? No.
just because first come first serve. That's what America is.
But it's not
Seriously.
even America. Like the fun thing
Well, I'm
was
just
in
saying in
Canada.
general. I'm just saying like the whole world. Period. Everything's first
But
come
the
first
thing
serve.
is, but here's why I say, here's my rebuttal to that. Is it first come first serve, or is first come or first wallet first serve?
Always
Because
that.
Yeah, that's yeah.
but
That's
that's
America, though.
not again. Let's just use pho as being an example.
Yeah.
Or what would be an American cultural word?
Apple pie.
Apple
Yeah.
pie. We use that.
Yeah.
If you weren't the first person to use it and or pioneer it, to me that's first come first serve.
Mm-hmm.
If you can prove my lineage is the one that even came up with this, we should be able to trademark that. For some lame duck to just be like, I'm finna trademark this word that literally everybody uses as common sense phrasing, I don't think that's player at all. I think because then at the end of the day, whoever got the biggest bucks is going to trademark every single word.
Yeah.
And we can't speak anything else. This whole podcast will get sued.
But that's the game. People buy domains. That's the game. That's a world out there.
That's right. That's right.
Like that's an actual world.
I don't think you should be able to trademark words, period, as far as in speech.
Yeah, I didn't at first until when I saw the timing and when people were buying it.
Yeah.
Like this dude bought his and I don't remember when that video said, but I'm like, bruh, these words, that's their fault for putting it out there on the market like that. Mm-hmm. Those words, if there was that cultural, you should have put them aside for that country or whoever you were going to put them aside for, and you didn't. So since it's out there in the market, it's fair game. It's free market.
Yeah, I'm stuck in because of stuff like that. And the other part, the reason why I'm stuck in is because I don't think it's fully stupid. Let's say that those cultures have coalitions or organizations that they put together to represent those cultures, and they wanted to buy back and trademark, right? I think that's pretty. What's the word? Like wholesome. I think that's pretty wholesome.
Buy back a trademark is crazy, bro.
Yeah,
no.
That's crazy.
No, listen.
I know what you're saying. It's wholesome.
I don't even want to say it, but just whatever is a culturally accepted term by black people. And again, I know the word we're all thinking about in our head, but let's skip over that word for a second and think of any other word that we all say that all black people say, right?
Cuh. Just say cuh.
Sure. Now, if the NAACP came out and said we trademark cuh, I'm okay with that.
That's what I'm saying.
Because
that's what he was saying.
No, that's what I'm agreeing with. I'm like, as long as is the organization that represents that culture that it's coming from is trademarking it, I don't find an issue with it. But what Brian's saying is, so you guys are saying the same thing. You're saying it's wrong. You're saying it's just.
I'm just saying there should be something in place saying if people want to come to a common medium, there should be a deadline.
Sure.
Basically, like before stuff goes into escrow and stuff like that.
Sure.
Hey, there's 5 years that this word that we came to an agreement that this word is a cultural word like demure. We'll give you 5 years to somebody that makes sense to claim it. Then you claim it. Then if you don't, then it's out there to the open.
But that's why it's so hard.
But that's what I'm saying. Before. Even before. It's a word. It was always a word.
No, 100%. I'm just telling you from the other night because I know how we like to watch old black sitcoms. I was watching Jamie Foxx. Remember whenever the African Prince was coming?
100%.
What's her name?
Fancy.
Yeah. And she acted real hood, and she was trying to get him to stop, and he liked it. He said, "Fancy, I thought you were very nice, very demure." I said, it's been around.
It's been around for. But that's what I'm saying. We can't get to the point where we are. If it means trademarking something colloquially, or you know what I'm saying? Like if we trademark it, it's because, all right, what you're wearing is sweats.
Mm-hmm.
But I've trademarked sweats as being the type of fabric / clothing thing that I somewhat understand. But once we get into, I can't say the word sweats
without you getting sued.
No, it's just making the money part. Like you can't capitalize on that money. You can say it.
Phrases I'm cool with. If somebody took a phrase and made it, because it's a combination of words that made it that. For instance, I don't want to say it on here, but the guy that says the boxing ring.
Oh,
he said he get paid millions of dollars every single year because he just sue people that use that because he trademarked that phrase.
Yeah.
Phrases I feel different about.
Yeah.
Single words I don't.
I ain't gonna lie to you, like that kimono. That's the one that Kim was using for her, I guess her brand or something that she was using for her bra, whatever she was using it for. But they also said it's a fabric in Korea or something like that.
It's kimono fabric.
For me, I'm like, well, nobody was probably thinking none of that, and it got approved. So Kim Kardashian like that, she ain't worried about that, and she's her own culture. So that's what I'm saying. Like when something like FUD, for instance.
That's crazy. Wow.
The fact that it was open is my issue.
No, but that's not even a.
Because
I don't think it should.
I know nobody's like thinking that. Hey, I should have to trademark
it's not that. I think people have thought that. I think that there are some things that are so general to a culture or so widely accepted that it's not even that you think about it. It's understood. It's untrademarkable.
It's like who's trademarking?
That's what I'm trying to get at.
To Cori's point, who is trademarking the word water?
LeBron James trademarked Taco Tuesday.
No, he didn't.
It's getting crazy. Even if he didn't, the thought was out there.
Yeah.
So we know it exists. That's what the dude just tried to do. At least Demir, I know that's real.
That's the new business.
He
just
tried to do
Brian's
Demir.
saying from this point
on,
we should be going out there.
All right, fine. LeBron didn't do that. My bad on that. What about domains?
No,
domains is just as equal value. They're buying people's domain. If I gas or pass and I didn't buy, The second I did gas or pass, first come, first serve, what's the first thing I did? Immediately went to social media and immediately got the socials. Because the second I say it out there, somebody's going to take my stuff. It's first come, first serve. Like the second NBA puts something out there, somebody, and you don't buy the NBA, then somebody's going to buy it.
Right, but your gas or pass is a phrase.
100%.
Right? It's not gas, it's not or, and it's not pass. It's gas or pass, and that phrase is used in a very specific way.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Words like pho
Or water.
or water,
Yeah.
or whatever, like those things that are universal,
It's
I don't
hard.
think they need to be touched.
Yeah,
To my point, the trademark game, I'm actually not against. The guy, when the Washington football team was changing their name to the Washington football team and then subsequently the Commanders, that's what happened, was that people went online on Twitter and were like, oh, the Washington should rename their team this. Some guy went and bought up all of the trademarks to all of them names.
Genius.
And basically was told the organization, you want these names, y'all got to come buy it. So then that next year, they went to Washington football team so they could spend more time and then become the Commanders, which was terrible. But even though, fuck the Commanders. Anyway, so I'm not against the trademarking game. Like, that's not what I'm against. Or even buying, that's what happened with Sierra Mist. Or even buying domains. Buying domains to me seems a little bit more free game. You should be on your P's and Q's.
Yeah, it's
Right?
like buying it's like buying chicken or something.
Right,
Like
you know
somebody
what I'm
buy the
saying?
word chicken.
But-
Gotta get your stuff together.
I'm like, the fact that it's out there, that's my issue. If it's out there, I'm taking
certain
it.
things should be untrademarkable.
That's what I'm saying. If it is, just don't even put it out there. Like whatever committee should have thought about that.
It's
like
dumb.
if you put it out there, I'm taking it.
It's dumb.
That's my thing. I'm like, if they go put it out there, take it.
It's dumb.
No, they should put something in place though, for sure. If your ex invite you to their wedding, is it stuck and stupid to go?
Yes.
Yes, I'm stuck. Yes.
Facts.
Move on.
Stuck
Yeah,
yes.
move on. That's
We'll have
easy.
to
one.
take it
Oh,
off
okay.
there.
Yeah.
Stay
What,
out
like,
of that,
what
bro.
is like my thing is what's the what can you possibly accomplish?
A movie?
Yeah, 'cause that's all it's gonna be. That's all it's gonna be.
movie?
What can you possibly accomplish?
First
in a
off,
movie?
if your ex, let me tell you this right now. If if you are married to somebody who's inviting their ex, bro, you're not
you're
married to
done,
somebody.
you're
100%.
done.
You're
Run,
cooked, yeah,
but
you're
man,
cooked.
run from that
100%.
altar, boy. Get out of there.
What are you doing
100%.
here?
Yeah, get out of there. Get out of there.
I'm gone, boy.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
Is it stuck and stupid to take a shower at night and wash your face only again in the morning? Or should you wash at night and in the morning?
I'm
This
so
is-
Should
tired
you
of
wash
the-
at night and then wash
I'm
your
so
face
tired
only in
of
the morning?
the hygiene
Or double wash?
Yeah.
Yeah.
conversation, man.
I'm stuck. For me, it depends if you're a kid. So if you're a kid, you're cool. If you're an adult, I think you should do both.
Not doing
That's
both.
just me personally. Only because it wakes me up. That's just me.
I'm not doing
I'm
both.
not doing both either.
Nah, I can see why people don't do
If
both.
you,
If
as
I
long as
showered
you,
last
as long
night-
as you wash your ass in 24 hours,
You should
Yeah.
be fine.
I don't care how many times you do it.
What about brushing teeth?
No, you got.
Oh yeah, you gotta do
Okay, I
both.
was-
You got. Well, that's the face though. That's face.
Yeah.
But like, I'm definitely not taking
I'm
the
touching
second
that
shower
ass
in the morning.
twice.
No, I'll take a shower.
That's Katie.
I'll take a shower again in the morning if I work out
It's
in the
got to be
morning.
booming. and
Right.
all
I
that.
know. I
Ain't-
do. That's why I do the morning anyway. Because I'm working out in the morning, so I'm not finna. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you talk to dermatologists, they feel different. I
What
don't
about
do all that.
The balls don't be sweating?
You said what?
The
Oh,
balls
night?
don't sweat? Nah, when you
Everything
sleep,
sweat
you-
at night. But
Yeah,
that's the
what I'm
point,
saying,
though. That's
like-
my point. Is even when you take a shower at night, you're gonna sweat at night, and you're gonna be dirty in the morning.
That's why I be showered in the morning.
So
Well,
it doesn't matter. To me, that's what I'm saying. Don't matter.
fact.
As long as you okay.
Yeah.
So hear me out. Or if you're doing a little bird bath, little hitting the hot areas, whatever it may be. I don't know.
Yeah.
hot spots.
The hot spots. You know what I'm saying? A little hoe bath, whatever. it
But
could be,
again,
you know?
the only issue is like it really don't matter because you can't get your back.
No. What? No. What? You
No.
tripping? What? You're tripping. You can't get your back? You don't be using no kind of.
Nah, I wash
rinse
my
or
back as
something?
much as
You
I
talking about that long
can.
loofah?
But there's one part of your back you can't
African
get.
sponges?
No, bro.
There's no
every
way
time I
that
do it,
both.
You
you talking
gotta
about that
get
middle?
something that helps you, like a sponge net or
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
little
None of
thing.
that, man.
Or get the long one, but you to Brian's point, it's always just awkward because you got to whip your like you just got to
Yeah,
touch.
but that don't mean you can't get it.
Y'all
Yeah,
do the
wow.
turn.
Y'all know what
You
I'm
do
talking
the
about?
turn in the shower.
Bro,
bro.
you
No,
wash your
bro, I'm
back.
not doing it. Hey, every time I think about, by the way, every time I do that in the shower with the little thing, I always think, being a guy.
Only thing I do to
out.
my back, I just run hot water on it for like at least 3
Nah, bro,
minutes.
that ain't
And I'm
gonna
like,
do
that's
it.
good.
That ain't gonna do it. It's still
Nah,
dirt.
son, you
gotta
like the
lift that
people who
dirt.
say I don't wash my legs because the soap run down.
You gotta lift
Nah, I
that
hit my
dirt.
leg though. Cause that crevices right there.
Bro, yeah, because you
Nah,
can,
bro.
That
bro.
mug got pure dirt.
The dirt. First of all, the soap running down to your. I've always wanted to say this, so make sure it's on record. The soap running down to your legs, by the way, is dirty. Like it's
It's
coming
dirty.
from.
Thank you, bro.
It's disgusting.
Bro,
You still gotta
people-
I
wipe
wash
your
my
legs.
toes and all that.
Or people be like, washcloths. Well, you use the washcloth. I'm like, bro,
No,
I have so
washcloth's
many
hard.
That's the
washcloths.
only way.
We changed washcloths.
It's the only way.
You hitting the loofah?
Bro, people.
I'm done with the loofahs.
No,
I'm
I'm
about
not
to say
hitting the loofah.
that's
No.
childish.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was
Stucky, if you use a loofah, you out of here. Get out.
I was
my-
coerced
I mean,
into
get out of
using
here.
them, and then I realized like, no, bro, that rag just gets what it's supposed to get.
Facts, bro.
Bro, can
Y'all
we-
need to be using some Castile soap.
Did the loofah not hurt?
After
Yeah,
a
it did.
while,
After a
it
while,
started
yeah.
Loofah was tearing my ass up.
Yeah, that's another thing because
That boy-
they're not like real loofahs. They're
Talk about
poly
the scrub.
loofahs.
It's scrubbing the no, it's scrubbing.
But
the
one
skin
thing I'm
off.
gonna give y'all some just for because I know a lot of my fair skinned folks they struggle a little bit with the hygiene. Let me help you out. First, use an antibiotic soap before you use the smell good soap. Tip number 1. There you go. That's it.
Dove,
I don't
baby.
use no smell goods anyway.
Dove or Irish Spring. Dove.
I'm a
I'm
Irish Spring
gonna go
guy.
Dove because it has
I'm
no
going
scent.
Dove. Are you over Dove, boy?
No, well, because Dove.
If I had to choose those two, if I didn't, I wouldn't
Stuck
use
in
Dove.
the
I would use Dove.
Anti-back. I need anti-back. I need that bacteria up off me, brother.
I don't care about none of that.
Yeah, I
All
got.
the
Look,
soap
I
Skin
be
you
having
will
use.
do what
things
it's
on my
supposed to do.
skin.
Stay moisturized, and at the end of the day, if you're a man out there, this is the tip. If
Green
you love
tea.
if you love your woman, stop using scented soaps and stuff.
Yeah.
And keep the pH right.
That's right.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
because I never mind. I won't go into that. That's my wife's information.
I bought some
Moving on.
scrub. I bought some scrub soap from my
Scrub the ground.
Scrub the ground.
Hold on. Is it stuck and stupid to expect your partner to check in with you more than once when they're out with their friends?
No.
I don't think so. I mean, it depends on when you say more than once. I literally just want 2 moments.
No, but yeah, I'm saying expect your partner though. You
Yeah,
don't think
yeah,
it's stuck and stupid?
100%. It's not stupid. Because I need 2 moments. I need that you got there safe
Yep.
and that you're leaving.
And I try to explain this to Katie all
That's
the
it.
time.
By the way,
All the time. And this is not like a
Do you have to text back?
no.
no, I
No,
just
no.
needed something that says.
No, I'm saying like
No. If she
the woman
texts
can
me-
send the text and
Yes,
you don't have
I
to
don't
send
have
the
to
text
text
back.
back. No.
because that's
That's
just a place
tough.
card. That's
That's
all I need
tough.
is like a placard.
Right.
That's
And it
tough.
really is for me is because sometimes, and I know Katie, she gonna go bar hopping.
Mhm.
So you already told me you was going. First off, this may be a typical night out. I'm going out with the girls tonight, or we gonna go do this. Okay, cool. What time you gonna be home? I don't know. It shouldn't be too late. That's not really an answer.
Yeah, that's
Nope.
not. Yeah, that's not.
but
good
it
enough.
is what it is, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe around 10.
There you go.
But I also know Katie. She has a fear of missing out on stuff. She got what they call it? FOMO. If she could be dead tired like this, eyes closing. If the rest of the friends say we going here, Katie's going there. So then it's turned into there was at one bar and they went to another bar. Then they went to go out to
Oh
eat.
yeah,
and
there's no
then they
point
went
to
another
lie
bar.
and even play with it.
And now, for me at least, and I'm already thinking, if something happened to her, I need to know where she at so I can get to her. I can do something.
That's
I
all.
can-
That's all I care
That's
about.
all I care about.
I can care less what
I
you're
don't
doing.
care
I
what you
trust
doing.
The
Yeah.
iPhone's not working.
No, it's not about the. Okay, so
Oh, okay.
sometimes you can look at the thing, but I'm not a
I
location
make
looker.
sure.
I'm not a
Yeah.
location looker. Like when it only when, but then it's a courtesy thing. If I thought you was coming home at 10 and now it's 2 a.m.
Yeah,
All you
yeah, it's a
gotta-
lot
but-
going
but-
on there. No, 100%.
But also, is this a responsibility that you have to your partner
your
to
partner.
be communicative? Because you are in a marriage, or like you're not in some like willy nilly. Like, no, I am responsible for you even when you're not at this house. So, like, if you are making moves and it includes you moving from the place you said you were, I think it's important to say,
Hey,
I'm
we going
somewhere
here.
else. And
And to her point, I mean, to her credit, she has done fantastic over the years. I mean, an example was the other night. She literally was like, "Hey, they was out in Fort Worth. They was at this bar," and she was like, "Actually, we're going to another bar." She texted me this whole time. At one point, I kind of fell asleep, but like, to me, once I got that second text, she was moving to a different bar for like the second time. I'm already seeing the type of mindset she's in, which is I need to let him know so that he knows where I'm at. Because we've had that conversation before. I'm like, if something pop off and I got to get to you, I need to know where you was. Because let's say, to your point, right, something popped off
That's right.
and the phone is now gone or off, and I can't check her
do
last
nothing with it.
location.
There's no location. There's no nothing.
I don't even know where she's at. Damn,
Yeah.
I went to this one location, said she was supposed to be there, but I didn't know she hot
Then
5
check this out.
locations.
Check this out. She texts you at 10 saying, "Oh, I'm at Jimmy John's." Cool.
Why you ain't going
12:30, something happened. You can't get to her, so now you pull up at Jimmy John's.
but she didn't. She's already at the next
She's
place.
in Burleson. You like, nigga, how did you get to
Right.
Burleson without?
Yeah,
That's the protector, the partner, and me. That's what I want. I don't give a damn about what you're doing. I got all the trust in the world. I don't care nothing about all
I already
that.
know you
Go
ain't
have
doing
fun.
nothing crazy. It's not about
Facts.
that.
It's never about that. I don't care nothing about that. I know you coming home. Matter of fact, I actually hope you kind of come home just a little bit, you know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got some baby oil.
I know that first thing's gonna happen. As soon as she get in here, I'm gonna hear that shower crack.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, she home
As long
now.
as you come home and you ain't tired, we good.
But you said what?
Yeah, as long as you come home, we ain't tired, you good.
Hit.
Babe, I'm tired. I'm tired too.
Let's do some shadow work.
Nah, that's all good. All right.
What you got?
Oh, this was a good one. So think about a time when you felt anger or frustration, but instead of expressing it, you held it in. What were you afraid might happen if you let those emotions out? How do you think your upbringing and the world's expectation of black men influenced that decision?
Wow, that's a lot, bro.
It is a lot. How can you create a safe space within yourself to honor and express your full range of emotions?
I'd love to answer this one. I've been working on the feeling of anger and frustration. Why is that important? I think that's where the work is, because not everybody is going to be accommodating to your feelings. And if you're triggered, it's because there's something that you've allowed to be triggered, is what I'm learning, right? So when you say, think about a time when you felt anger and frustration, but instead of expressing it, you held it in. Holding it in. So like my thing is, I shouldn't be angry or frustrated in that moment. I should be finding ways to not allow those things to get to me where I got to have a behavior like holding it in. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If it was real, true anger and frustration, and it was healthy anger and healthy frustration, I should automatically be working it out right here. It shouldn't be one of those things that I harbor. Anytime you harbor that stuff, it's unhealthy anyway. So I'm going to flip it a little bit and say you should be working on what's causing you to become angry and frustrated, because if you can reduce that, then you'll not have bad behaviors like harboring that or not holding on to those emotions, right? But in the defense of the question, what was I afraid that might happen when the most come out? Well, for me specifically, I get extremely passionate when I get emotional, right? And if I'm harboring something, I've already had that internal conversation like 70 times without saying it. I know y'all probably do the same thing, where you cursed and yelled and screamed 1,000 times but haven't said a word. Mm-hmm. You in your head, you like, mother, I told you when you forget.
I usually hit like a little smile, go.
Yeah. Something. So my thing is, and I'm giving away my secret right now. So in order for me to process properly, I'll do this thing where I gotta stare into space for like 3 seconds to just dial it all in and say, what am I doing right now? Is this like real anger or not? And that's what I do. I'll be like this, like staring off into space, like, is this really happening right now? So yeah, I mean, for me, it's like I felt like if I let my emotions out, it would literally take over, and then now I'm cursing and screaming, and I'm not getting my point across, and now that's the only thing we're talking about. So that's why, I was afraid to let out those emotions at that time, because I did not want that to be taken as the reason why we're talking. In creating a safe space, I think, is just learning how to honor people when they're in those same situations. Right? If these are people that are around you that get angry, that have frustrations, and they bring stuff to you, are you truly like giving them a space to have that healthily, or are you combating what they're saying, trying to one-up them, trying to give them solutions all the time? That's how you create the space. You do it yourself whenever that's given to you. So then the next time around, you can lean on that example. Like, see, when you were angry, is how I handled it. Yeah, that was a heavy question.
I think mine overall is just with God, period. Like, I just be, when stuff don't go your way, you just not really angry. You just be frustrated. You be like, man, come on, like, what else I need to do? What else I do? But, and as a black man, you're not really taught to question God and be frustrated. That's a fear. That's right. But for me, I kind of embraced it. Like, that's right. It's like you don't fear it. You just let it out and see what comes from it. Now, your boundaries, but at the same time, the safe space forward is prayer. So it's like it's like when you are frustrated and stuff like that, I don't think, our family really do, but I don't think they really tone in or target prayer. Like, we talk about it, we pray at different functions and stuff like that. But I don't think black men, I don't think people, period, I don't think they really truly talk about the power of prayer. So
Real talk.
for me, it's just I get frustrated, angry at a lot of stuff. But how do I calm down, and how do I like how do I what's the word? I can't even think of the word. But how do I deal with all that? How do I cope with all that? Basically, it's prayer. That's what I learned. And funny thing is, I learned through lashing out. Like I had to lash out and figure out that I'm hurting other people doing that.
Yeah.
And then I had to figure out, well, how do I figure out a way to do this? Remember, as a black man, you don't go to therapy. So obviously I got to just do all these things that they teach black men not to do. So you got to do all these things to do it. And you finally get to that point, and then you figure out all that just goes back to prayer, bro. Like don't get it twisted. You got to go to those points, therapy and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, how you cope with all this stuff is prayer for me.
Yeah, that's good actually.
So that's my safe space right there. To express my full range of emotions. That's how I express myself. In my
I
life.
would say, first and foremost, to everybody, specifically the black man, this is the psychology of me coming out, the counselor in me coming out. Emotions, you cannot control your emotions. You can control your behavior.
Talk to me.
It is okay for you to be angry, frustrated, sad, upset, happy. You're going to experience these things. Matter of fact, if you didn't have anxiety and emotions, you'd just really be a couch potato, or you'd cease to live. Like these are the things that actually make you human. So I'm happy that you're not devoid of that. So the process and the progress is not to not experience the emotion, is to be able to experience the emotion and utilize a healthy behavior afterwards. Now, granted, sometimes that means, and we talk about holding it in as being negative, but there are times when holding it in can be very positive because of the place that you're at. You can be at work, and if you let that anger and frustration out, you could potentially harm your livelihood and even your family because now you've lost your job. So, and that would be, that holding it in that situation to me would be a healthy decision that you made and healthy behavior you made because it wasn't an opportunity for you to actually let it out. Now, I wouldn't say continue to hold on to that. Now we need to figure out a way to let that one go and relatively close to the event, so it's not building stress in your life. But for me, what was I afraid that would happen? And to this day, I'm not gonna lie to you. I work around a lot of white folks. I'm married to a white woman. I am not only a black man, I'm a large black man, a man. So I already know how people look at me if they don't know me. I start talking to them, they may feel a little different or whatever it may be, but it doesn't matter. The second I show them the person who I can be, that all goes out the window. Soft, nice Cori is out the window. Most people who know me, if you really know me, you've seen me get here. But most people who know me now, they could, if I get there, they're going to be like, wow, I never knew that was in him. It's always been there. I've always had to suppress it because I've been around y'all. And you get the luxury of not having to suppress it. Do whatever you want to. So for me, what I'm afraid if I let the emotions out is that it's going to hurt me in the long run because then people who may have control in certain aspects of my life, like where I work and things like that, could have the power to say, out of my fear, you don't get to work here anymore. You don't get a paycheck, or I'm going to stop giving you projects, whatever it may be.
Nobody wants an angry black man.
Exactly. Right? Like at all. So how do I create a safe space within myself to honor and express my full range of emotion? I first tell myself that, like, as special as I am, I'm not really that special. Nobody really is.
Love that.
Right? Like, I know that I do special things, but like we're all just humans living an experience on this earth. So that helps me try my hardest not to take things personal or to get off of the anger and frustration that I have. The anger and frustration comes often from, I feel like it was a personal jab.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, it's
right?
nowhere near.
The other 1 time out of 10 for me is that I'm angry and frustrated because I let myself get to the anger and frustration over something that's not that big of a deal.
That's right.
Or I did something that I know that I was a little bit more capable of not doing, and I did it anyway. But creating a safe space within myself is one, I can experience the emotion and just allow myself to pause. Like sometimes that still comes out, like as that little laugh I said earlier, and I be pissing Katie off sometimes, and I'm like, I'm really just trying to process because if I said the things that I want to say, it would be willfully ignorant, it would be not a good thing.
Mhm.
And it's hurtful. And I don't want to be a hurtful person to you because I'm speaking out of ego or out of my frustration. You know how that can get. So I don't want to do that. So it's experiencing that emotion, sometimes telling people, I don't want to talk about it right now.
And that's okay too. We got to embrace all of this mental health.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about it right
all
now.
these behavioral mental health positive movements. We got to embrace them as black people.
You know what other thing I did?
Golly.
B Wood talked about this, but I love doing this. Get in that car when the sun goes down, let them windows down,
And drive.
and just waste that gas, bro. Like,
That's it.
turn some music. Drake and drive. That's what I call it. Drake and drive. Put some Drake on and start driving.
Their favorite album on the soul.
And just, nothing was the same. I'm gonna put that on there. You know what I'm saying? First thing I'm putting on is
Done saying
somewhere
I'm done.
between iconic and psychotic. You know what I'm saying? But I stayed down.
Yeah.
Girl, I always lay down. Get down, never lay down. Promise to break everybody out before I break down. I'm throwing that on first. That right? And then I'm
Take it on the
jamming.
low.
By the time I get home, I have worked out the emotions that I needed to work out on my own time and in my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need that car ride.
Time heals all, bro.
Yeah, that's it. And then sometimes you need sleep.
What else?
Drake said that too.
You need tea.
Mhm.
I'm about to bake me something right now. And you got to come back next week because we have a better episode. More gems for you, for your head tap. More gems for your head tap to watch how you speak on our name. You know?
If it's up.
Then it's stuck.
Hey.